Amanda Laskowski. I'm the Assistant Resident Director at Dalkeith House here. My job responsibilities include a lot of different things, but I'm basically just here to support students in a residential capacity and help plan some of the field trips that we have. So our Friday field trip to Glasgow is pretty typical of what most house trips look like. Glasgow is one that's included in the curriculum for the globalization course that all students have to take here. The whole house went on this trip, which was really exciting. We left pretty early, left around 8:30, rented a private coach, which is typical for these kinds of trips, and boarded the bus, hit some traffic. And then we picked up Jerry Mooney, our guide, who's the professor for the globalization course.
He will pick you up here. I think we've said 5:15 in the programme. So you need to be here for 5:15 because he's only got a limited amount of stopping time here.
He kind of ran the day once we got there. So we went to the Celtic Stadium, which was really wonderful. I think students enjoyed that.
Celtic football stadium, as they call it, Paradise. And I'll ask you later on why they call it Paradise. You see there, Celtic.
I think including something like the Celtic Stadium in a field trip like this is really important because, I mean, as you can see in the United States, sports are a big part of culture in most countries, and I think it's an important part of experiencing what Scottish culture is about, what Brits appreciate. Soccer, football here is very, very big. It's the largest, most celebrated sport in the UK. So, and I think for students to kind of understand what it means to be a Celtic fan and what it means to be a Ranger fan, because that's a very big conflict in Glasgow. Those are the two teams.
That was a wee one. It was a competition with the top 4 teams in Britain, and we beat Rangers in the final. So that's a
Rangers or Celtic?
Yeah.
I think it was good for students to see the stadium and see how it's different than the US stadium. I think many found it much simpler, but at the same time, the games are just as important to people here. So then after the Celtic tour, we just did a really quick bus tour with Jerry, and we stopped by the river and we saw a shipbuilding yard because that's a very important part of what once was Glasgow.
That's one of the only 2 shipyards left. You'll see the crane down there on our right. That's the other one.
We all went to the Kellen Grove Art Gallery and Museum, so students just kind of wandered around. We didn't have an organized tour or anything like that, so they could view whatever they wanted. It's a very large museum, and we only had about an hour, so I think it was good for people to be able to see whatever they wanted to see. And then after that, it was about 2 hours of free time, so people did all kinds of things. Some went shopping, some got a snack, just hanging out with each other in Glasgow. And a few students stayed the night too. That's pretty typical a lot of times. I think providing trips like this Glasgow field trip early on in the semester is a really good opportunity to kind of show students how easy it is to get around on the trains and all of that. And then it's nice to do some things organized for them, but then have the chance for them to travel independently after that.